Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Regular viewers will know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Well, today we're looking at microphones again. I'm actually really enjoying testing microphones. It's quite a diversity, it's quite different to what I normally do. I'm finding audio production is a lot more into it than I ever first thought. But there you go, you've got to do it because I love it. Today we're looking at three microphones. We're looking at the Rode M3, which is this one here to me left. That is a condenser microphone. We're looking at the Shure SM57, which is at the top here. That's a dynamic microphone. And we're looking at the Rode Podmic, which is also a dynamic microphone. Now what I'm doing today, I'm feeding these three microphones via XLR leads into a new little sound mixer I purchased. It's actually really good value. I put the link to it in my description. And it's the Alesis, I think that's how you pronounce it, Alesis Multi-Track 8. So there's 4 XLRs, 4 1/4-inch jack inputs, etc, etc. But it's got USB out, which is why I purchased it. It's got USB out that's going straight into my little pinky MacBook. And I'm using a program called Twisted Wave for recording the audio, and it's recording it onto a stereo track. We're recording in a room that isn't soundproofed. It's my home studio, converted home studio, no soundproofing in here whatsoever. So the sound is what it is, as it were. And I think that would probably be the case for most people that are doing home sound recording, podcasting and what have you. We don't have the luxury to have a treated sound room. So I'm going to put my cans on to do this particular test, and we'll go through them one at a time very briefly, just so you get a feel as to, would these microphones be suitable for your podcast, for your video production? But they're not really video microphones, to be fair, although the M3 could be. But I don't think that any of these really are suitable for video production per se. Although today I'm hoping that this audio is coming down, going to be recorded fine on my MacBook, and I won't need to use my Rode Wireless Go that I've got. Well, it'd be pointless using my Rode Wireless Go because it completely defeats the object. But anyway, the Rode Wireless Go is picking up a signal and recording to my one of my Z6s. So with that's all out the way now. Let's put my cans on. Right, sorted. Now we're doing a test on the Rode M3. So I've got the levels up on the M3. They look pretty good on the computer. Now it's a condenser microphone, so you don't have to be quite so directional as you do with the other two microphones. And you can see I'm actually not really right on top of a microphone. This would be a preferred sort of setting. I'm not right on top of it at all. And according to my cans, I'm getting quite a clean signal, quite a nice signal coming through from the Rode M3. So it does require that 48 volt supply, and that would normally come from your sound mixer, something like the Zoom H6 or the Tascam DR40X, something that can provide a 48 volt supply. But what Rode have done with this microphone, they've actually put a battery compartment in there, so you can put a 9 volt battery in there, which provides the 48 volt supply. Isn't that fantastic? Great for, and that's why I say you could use it for video production, because you could conceivably, I guess, and I'm going to do some tests because I haven't done yet, plug it into your, camera or whatever, using obviously an adapter, 3.5mm adapter. I don't know yet, so I'm going to do a separate review on the Rode M3. But that's the sound quality coming from the Rode M3. If we do it a little bit closer so you can get a better idea. That is the Rode M3. The levels still look pretty decent. We can boost that a wee bit if we need to. Take the master up. So that's the Rode M3 on this very simple, straightforward sound test. The next microphone I want to look at, which was my favourite microphone, I don't know at the moment if it still is the Shure SM57. So let's take a look at that one. Take the level down on that one. And bring up the Shure. Isn't that nice and clean sound? Isn't that a lovely microphone? Yeah. And I'd say that because the gain has to be higher. The SM57 being a dynamic microphone, it requires a lot more gain than what the condenser microphones do. And so in certain situations, either if you're using it with a sound mixer that hasn't got such a good preamp, or you're in a room where you're going to pick up a hum. I can clearly hear a hum in the background, and that's really frustrating. I'm not going to get rid of a hum in the edit. I don't think that would be wise because A, I haven't worked out how to yet, and B, I don't think it's fair to, because I'm trying to do a comparison how these microphones work under the same condition. So I've had to whack the gain up again. Dynamic microphones, including the Rode Podmic, don't work terribly well with these all of these analog to digi converters, such as the Presonus 2x4, whatever it's called, 24C. It's a great device, but condenser microphones work better with these devices, because the preamps in here, you just can't boost that level up high enough really to get a clean output. But anyway, that is the Shure SM57, a much more directional microphone, so it's not so good at picking noise up from the sides, although it is picking it up. Maybe I need to be further away, I don't know. But anyway, that's the Shure SM57. Really good value microphones. All these three microphones are, give or take, around about the same sort of price. So, very, very impressed with, these microphones at the sort of price point that they are. So that's the Shure SM57. Now let's take a look at, or listen to. This is now the Rode Podmic, and again it's a dynamic microphone, so I've got the gain up really high, but I have noticed it's more sensitive than what the Shure SM57 is. So it's a great little microphone. Yeah, love it a lot. And this is probably the microphone I will use when I do my podcasting. It is actually called the Rode Podmic purely for that particular reason. It's a podcasting microphone. But you can hear the clarity of that, and you can't hear the hum. No. Well, a teeny bit possibly. So let me bring that microphone a little bit over here so we can actually see what's going on here. Ruffle. So yeah, so that is the Rode Podmic, and I've sat it right next to the Rode M3 now, but we're only listening to the Rode Podmic. I've moved it here so I can see myself on the screen better. And even if I'm not sat right on top of it, the actual sound quality, the Rode Podmic does produce really nice sound. So if you've got a group of people in your podcast, maybe 2 or 3, these microphones are great because that person hasn't got to sit right on top of it. And being dynamic is very, very directional, which is, just the same as the Rode M3. Although the Rode M3 is a condenser mic, but it's still very directional, so I don't quite get that. But yeah, nice sound quality coming off that Rode Podmic. And yeah, the level is up pretty much to its highest, but there we go. So let's now put them all 3 of them back on. So that one is. So this is going to muddy the waters a bit because all 3 of them are now connected. And the one that needs the least gain is the Rode M3, purely because it is a dynamic microphone. So there we go. That's my look at these 3 microphones. I will be doing a separate review on the Rode M3 because I want to connect the M3 to a video camera as well and do a video review, see what it's like with video. I've already reviewed the Rode Podmic, so take a look at that on my channel, and I will be doing a review on the Shure SM57. So I like all 3 microphones, and great for podcasting. A brilliant piece of kit. And this is the first one I've done recorded directly to my MacBook. So that again will be an interesting thing to see how clean that sound is and how good that sound is. So there we go. I hope you found this of some use. I enjoy doing these reviews. They're really good fun to do. So if you enjoy them, please hit the like button, or if you found this particular video useful, any advice you can give me on reviewing audio gear, please let me know, because this is all pretty much new to me. I'm learning. What's great about this, I'm learning while I'm doing it. So I think that's great. So thanks very much for watching. Let me take my cans off. you know what, wearing cans, it really sounds really odd. Your voice sounds really odd when you take your cans off. You want to try it sometime. But thanks very much for watching. As I said earlier, I do hope you find my videos useful. I enjoy making them. And please subscribe if you haven't already done so. That helps me grow the channel, means a lot to me. Now, I will be producing a fortnightly podcast, and I'll be calling it The Tech Show. This will be my first podcast, this particular one. I've got a bit of editing to do and a bit of music and what have you, and I'm hoping to launch it on every Saturday. So I'll put a link to the podcast in my description of this video. So thanks very much for watching, and subscribe to my podcast as well. That would be marvellous. So I'll be having guests on my podcast as well, because it's a lot easier to get guests on my podcast than it is actually in my studio. So thanks very much for watching. Enough of my waffle. Cheers for now, and stay tuned for more videos and what have you. Cheers. Bye.